Hi, and welcome to SF Live. I'm your host, Christina Marie Flores. Well, we have back with us again the group from Rock, which is Real Option for City Kids. Today, joining us is Kurt Yagi and Monique Garrett. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us back.
Very good. So anybody who may have missed our last show on Rock, could you explain a little bit about what it is that Rock does?
Yeah, absolutely. So we serve kids in San Francisco's Visitation Valley, which a lot of people don't know where that is. It's a nice neighborhood. It's a little tough growing up there, the southeast sector of San Francisco, sort of by the Cow Palace.
Okay.
And our thing is outdoor adventure, sports and fitness, leadership training. We're doing stuff all year round for the kids there. And we only have 4 full-time staff, so we're doing a lot with very little.
4 full-time staff. And
That's
how many
it.
kids do you usually work with?
It's about 350 in a given year. Yeah.
Wow,
So
350.
It's a bunch. We have a lot of volunteers, about 150 volunteers, including Monique here, who is a
Very
past participant and volunteer.
Excellent, I
Yeah.
hear. So Monique, how did you get started at Rock?
Well, I believe my aunt found it on the internet, and it was a program that was just starting up, and it was in our neighborhood, and she knew that it was sports related. And I have 2 cousins that one is older, one's younger, and we always loved sports. So she wanted to put us in a program that was good for us because there wasn't much in the neighborhood that we could do, besides picking up a ball and going playing on our own.
Oh, you know what? We already have a call. So hold that thought,
Okay.
Monique, and let's go to the phones. Hi, caller, you're on the air. Hello? Okay. They hung up, but that's okay.
That's
We'll
right.
continue.
That's okay.
So your aunt found it on the internet. Now, is that the only way that you got the word out when you first started on the internet, or was that?
Yeah, well, that was one of the ways. We're actually in all the public schools down there as well, so we
good.
really have access to all the kids over there. So we'll go in classrooms, do presentations. A lot of brothers, sisters, cousins come. So we got a lot of ways to get out there.
And what did you think, Monique, when you first came there and you first saw what was going on? What did you think?
The first day it was crazy because the adults and the kids were both kind of nervous to begin with, didn't know what to expect. But, as soon as the balls got thrown out playing basketball, it was fun. It was really fun.
And where do they do these sporting events?
It's a couple different places. So basketball we do at a gym. There's a local gym right there at the middle school. We do soccer, volleyball outside at a park. And then outdoor adventures, we'll just go wherever we need to do an outdoor adventure. So sometimes Mount Tam for mountain biking or in the bay for kayaking. Lots of different, all over the place.
Cool. I want to go.
You should come.
That's great. And so you started in this program. And what was your life like up until then as far as going out to play or organize team sports, things like that, before you found Rock?
Well, I had always played basketball in an organized setting, but when I was at home, just hanging around in the neighborhood, we had to have pickup games. It was always just, me and a couple of people going to play. It was never like supervised by adults. It was always just, us kids playing around or, going from place to place, playing football, playing basketball. Whereas with Rock, it was adults that always was there to reinforce that you were given 110%. And they always made sure that we tried our best, and they made sure to acknowledge it.
Was it hard for some of the kids to really bond with the adults or get together?
Not at all. It was easy. That's one thing that it blows my mind. It was just so easy. It came so naturally to everyone, and that's why I loved Rock, because it's like a family.
And so you get a team spirit. And did you notice that friends or people that you went with, their change in attitude or anything when they start doing a lot of sports? Does it change kids?
I did actually, because a few girls that I went with weren't really into sports. But as soon as they got out there and played, it was like they were all stars, So it was great to see people out of their normal comfort zone to get out there and try something new.
And how long were you participating in it as one of the kids that was in Rock?
I started out, I was about 8, and I'm 20 now.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so I've been there for a while, and I was through Rock through every phase. They went through a lot of different phases. When we entered middle school, there was a SALT program. And when we went to high school, there was a high school program. So it was kind of like Rock always was there as we moved, as we matured.
That's a great
which made
program.
it easy to keep in touch. And,
And how did it change you going in from the beginning?
It opened my mind up to things that I had never experienced before. Like Kurt was saying earlier, we went to Angels Island, and we've been to Yosemite, and whitewater rafting, and all kind of things that I probably never would have done if it wasn't for Rock, and indoor rock climbing, and all kind of just great activities.
That's really amazing. Now, Kurt, you've known her for that long
I've
as
known
well.
her for a long time, yeah.
This
is why I like my job. I mean, this is ideal. What the program is meant for is we see them when they're really young, and we get to see them go to college and beyond and come back as volunteers, and it's really nice to see that.
Mm-hmm. Is that another call? Let's take that call.
Call.
Yeah. Hi, caller. You're on the air.
Hi there. I'm calling from Visitation Valley,
Okay,
I
welcome.
know who that voice is.
and I'm the principal of Visitation Valley Middle School,
Wow.
and I work with these people that you have in your program all the time, and they do a super job with
So-
our kids.
So you're giving him an A?
I've given them an A+, plus,
Oh,
and they have to tell you about their program that they have after-school tutoring, where they work with our kids every day and help them get into high schools. In fact, there's 3 of them they just got scholarships for to go to one of the private high schools in San Francisco. So they get a principal honor roll certificate. These guys, they're super.
So you see that they do make a difference in the children in your school.
Absolutely. And we take our hats off to them as a nonprofit coming in and working with us and working with our kids, and it's a very positive program.
Well, thank you very much for calling in. Very good.
Have a good day.
Excellent. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's
Oh,
wonderful
that was
support.
great. That was Mr. Durkee. He's the principal over at, we call it Big Viz Valley Middle School.
And he
He's great.
mentioned after-school programs with tutoring.
Yeah, so, we do the whole sports, fitness, outdoor adventure, but we realize we need to be there during the weekday as well. So we're in the schools in the daytime as well as right after school for homework assistance and learning enrichment programs.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And where now, is it just within Visitation Valley or is it out throughout the city as well?
Right now it's just Visitation Valley. We're starting to explore other neighborhoods, whether it's San Francisco, Oakland, or beyond. I think in the next several years we think we have a good model here. We'd love to expand it.
And do you really think that it is the sports and the working as a team that really helps a child learn how to, work together with other people, and it passes on into school and beyond?
Yeah, that's one of the many mechanisms we have. We really do believe strongly in sports, team-based sports in a non-competitive environment. More importantly, every program we have, we try to keep a very low adult-to-child ratio. We believe it's all about the relationships they're building with the adults, providing safe environment, providing activities for the kids, opportunities they'd never have seen before. It all fits together, and that's the reason people like Monique are a success.
And Monique is now a junior at St. Mary's College, yes? And so do you give a lot of credit for you getting there to your participation in Rock?
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. I went to, Rock got me into Sacred Heart Cathedral on a scholarship. And at Sacred Heart, it was a whole different environment, a whole different learning environment. I went to public school my whole life. So just seeing that change in the way education is so important and the way it's taught was essential. And that kind of kept with me while I went into college and really kept me focused and, thinking about my future.
Now, do you think a lot of kids from the neighborhood that which you come are thinking about college and thinking about education as being really important? Is that something that is in your community, or is that something that you really have to kind of push?
Sadly, I don't think it's the idea of the people in my community to think about college. And I mean, with organizations like Rock, I think they're trying to change that mindset. And that's why I try to, get anybody I know to go to Rock, because they definitely kept me focused, kept me on track to not only excel in sports, but as a person, as a human being in school and whatever other thing I got involved in.
And now you get to go back and bring other kids in and say, I can change your life and come with me.
Those exact words.
Really, really, that's it. So give me an example of someone that you've been able to help bring in that really may not have had a great life planned out for them, that, once they joined Rock really saw what their opportunities could be.
Well, I can give you an example of somebody that's really close to me. It's my little brother. He's much younger. He just turned 9, so he wasn't really exposed to Rock the way I was. But when I brought him into Rock, he loves it. That's all he talks about. He always asks me, are we going to see Kurt again? When are we going camping? He always asks about it because he saw that the difference in the way he was treated, the way he was acknowledged, and I mean, I think kids really take to that.
Yeah, they respond